Hallo, wie geht's? Ich bin eine Kartoffel und ich heiße Potato. Ich komme aus Russland, aber ich lebe in London. Hi friend, Potato here.
Meine Mutter ist sehr groß.
Long story short, I might have accidentally started learning German this year. I wanted to start learning Korean on DuoLingo in the end of 2023, but that quickly fell apart. So I switched to German to give my boyfriend a healthy competition who is trying to learn Italian right now.
Ist Österreich klein?
Let's talk about Germany. I feel like I know a lot about Germany for someone who has never been to the country except 3-hour layover in Berlin when I was 8. At the same time, I feel like I know absolutely nothing. Kinder, Oktoberfest, Angela Merkel, Schwarzkopf, Bayern Munich, Jürgen Klopp and Volkswagen.
Mein Bruder, meine Schwester.
I would love to visit and explore Germany, but moving there? Why would I move from one country with bad food and weather to another country with bad food and weather? So I'm just going to learn the language.
Guten Tag, wie geht's?
My first impression has been that German is easy, or should I say straightforward. The grammar is similar to the English one. The vocabulary has similarities with both English and Russian. The articles do not really bother me yet, as my experience with Italian shows that you just get on with it and eventually you don't think about them too much. And obviously, unlike Japanese or Korean, I do not have to learn a completely new alphabet and a new way to read. The pronunciation is quite straightforward as well.
Kein Problem. Bis später.
I heard from many people online that German gets harder and harder the more you learn. But isn't this the case with every single language?
Kein Problem. Bis später.
Let's talk about goals now. I learned not to set hard goals and just go with the flow. Because life happens, or because over the years I became extremely good at creating very specific goals along with super detailed plans and never following through with them. Honestly, happens on daily basis. I don't even know why I make a to-do list every night.
New York ist auch cool.
My goal with German is to enjoy the journey, however long it takes, although I want to see significant progress by the end of this year. I really want to go to Euros 2024 this summer and be able to have a simple conversation with local people and be comfortable talking in German when I'm in a cafe or hotel.
München ist eine Stadt in Deutschland. Deutsch.
To be completely frank with you, this is not the first time I've tried to start learning German. Back when I was a university student, 4 or 5 years ago, I picked up some textbooks and gave it a go. I think I might have lost initial motivation after a week or two and never came back to it.
Du bist nett.
Consistency is essential when learning a language. Something tells me that studying 8.5 minutes per day is way better than doing 1 hour every Saturday morning.
Meine Schwester malt.
DuoLingo is fantastic at creating a habit of studying every day. The strict thing is really addictive.
Ist Deutschland groß oder klein?
In 2 weeks, I completed the first section of German and now I'm slowly revising it. There are 5 sections in total, with first 3 being focused on A1 level. So far, my experience has been enjoyable, except for when Duo bullied me into purchasing Super DuoLingo with one exercise. I guess that's a different story.
Ja, mein Bruder schwimmt oft.
I find spaced repetition to be a great way to memorize things, and I really like the stories function, as it brings the language to the life, if you know what I mean.
Kleidung. Für meinen Urlaub in Frankreich.
Urlaub. Cool.
On the other hand, My hands were itching to jump on Amazon and order myself a textbook. The lack of explanations and a lot of unknowns, like I know how to say singular pronouns I, you, he, she, as well as conjugate verbs with them, but I have no idea about the plurals. And these sort of things do drive me a bit crazy. Oh, also I have a feeling that DuoLingo vocabulary amount is not sufficient, at least for me.
Julia, wie ist es in Wien?
Although I'm planning to complete German course on DuoLingo, I feel like soon DuoLingo is going to wear me down and I will want to acquire German through alternative sources. I will look at other apps, maybe even try an online course, as well as start immersing myself in the language. Which is cool, but I refuse to use books. I want to see how far I can get without picking up a German textbook that usually has been my resource of choice when learning a new language.
Kommst du aus Frankreich?
I think I'm going to stick to DuoLingo for another 2 weeks before I make any changes to my German study routine.
Schwimmst du oft?
Thank you for stopping by. Leave a like, press the subscribe button, and let me know in the comments what's your DuoLingo streak.
Danke und auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen.